forevermore. Ambatonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation. Ambatonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation.
My fellow Ambazonians, for all our big papa them and our big mommy them, for all our uncle them and our auntie them, for all our big brother them, our big sister them, for our neighbor them, for all Ambazonians, especially our picking them, I be una brother ASU, we na the press secretary for the executive office for governing council of Ambazonia. That means that I be the spokesman for the office for the leader for our war of independence, Dr. Ayabacho. Una come well, una come good. Today, I get 3 important messages where I want to make all we talk them together, we reason them together. Number 1, I go to talk about the ADF TV. Yes, I go to give una good news about ADF their TV with ADF the belong. All right. Number 2, I go to tell una about the confusion where it go for ground zero, the different kind message where they send for ground zero and the consequences for this, and then I will give una clarity. Number 3, I go take una go for outside for La République du Cameroun. I go take una enter for inside the army camp them, the training camp them, the camp them for the camps them for the people who they want start the fight for inside La République du Cameroun. I go take una go for outside for Sangmelima, and then I go come for this side for Douala. And then I go take una go for that side for Bafoussam. For tell when they say the war for La République du Cameroun to the can start, make Paul Biya get himself ready because the gun, the boys, they already start for mobilize themselves. They do training. I go to take una go for that side. So now the 3 things and that way, I come for can't talk for all week today because una sabi say for this platform, we there for here now for give the best quality of education and analysis for the Ambazonian people. We there for here now for give the best inspiration, empowerment, encouragement, and hope, and for uplift the Ambazonian people. We there for you now a platform for leadership strategy. That means a better thinking will create better results. All right? We there for you now for build people up. So when I come well, make a salute our friends where they don't take the time for join we, and then we start proper as they talk them for pigeon. When I come well, it goes sweet. The story goes sweet. We go finish La République du Cameroun. All right. I go to contact you. I go to contact you very soon. Comrade Peter, I go to contact you very soon. Make us salute all our friends over there. When we come for here, we'll be a family. So we'll get for show one another. We'll get for show love for one another. All right. I see what big fine mommy for that side for America. We salute you, mommy Beatrice. We salute you. Grandma Sally for Victoria. We salute you. Una good afternoon for that side for Victoria. Una good afternoon. I see what mommy for all soldier there, mommy Wally. We salute you, mommy Wally. Mommy Wally don't come. All right, come like John Walker. We salute you, Mr. Foncha. Sammy Ben, we salute you. Tona, we salute you, Tona. All right. Takan, we salute you, Mr. Takan. Augustine, we salute you. Mr. Tony Clarkson, we salute you. All right. Manny, we salute you, Atanga. All right. Comrade Messi, we salute you too. All right. Neil, we salute you, Mr. Fawn. All right. Nja, we salute you, Rita. All right. Bobby the Bobby, we caught you cafe Bobby the Bobby. Comrade Ngwafi, we salute you. Godi, we salute you, Mr. Godi. All right. Mr. Banky Thomas, we salute you, Mr. Banky Thomas. All right. Che McCarthy, we call una cafe. Just make small comments so that we know say you there for here, and then we fit salute you. All right, because I use the cell phone for make sure say I fit see a lot of the comments. Them the story today over big and over plenty, and then what Donet's grand frère for that side for London for United Kingdom, or what they call and say Great Britain, or what they call and say England. We salute you, big brother Roland. We salute you. All right. Teps eta we salute you. We salute you. Lucia, Miss Achu, we salute you. All right. Goofy, we salute you, Mr. Noel. All right. Dennis, we salute all now. All right. The Pan Africanist, we salute you too. All right. Una come well. Mr. Stone Mbang, we salute you too. All right. Now I don't know. Now I'm a sergeant on our way to this. So Mr. Langua, we salute all now. All right. Make us start. We not get plenty time for. We not get plenty time. But I hope I don't salute most of the people that they did for here. If I not salute you, I will salute you next time. But me just know say I keep it for my heart. All right. Comrade Victor Tudon we salute you, Mr. Abongo. All right. Asi, we salute you. Roslyn, we salute you. All right. Now, thank you, Mami Wally. You talk in my place there. We caught you 750 Amoka gun salute. All right. Yes. All right. Mambo, we salute you. Mambo Kendu, we salute all now. All right. Ndang, we salute you to Mr. Armstrong. Michelle, we salute you, Momo. All right. Make us start proper. So, my fellow Ambazonians, I can tell when I say, for leadership, una sabi say every leader, every situation, every organization, every structure, it always face challenges. You know, na part of what it make life be full of challenges. And so the essence of leadership now not be only for overcome those challenges, but for every challenge where a people that they face leadership a role now for create solutions for those challenges, all right? Because now those challenges, they create progress, all right? Without challenges, most people don't know progress, all right? So now, progress, they come as a means where people, they develop solutions for confront the problems and the challenges and the difficulties where they face them. What I call and say progress. Progress are just the ability for overcome challenges by creating solutions for those things, all right? Effective leadership, it need to run away from challenges. Effective leadership need to run away from problems. Effective leadership need to run away from difficulties. Effective leadership, it embrace the challenges, embrace the difficulties, embrace the problems as a way for create progress. Without challenges, there is no progress. What to be progress? Progress and the ability for provide solutions for the challenges where people that they face up. All right. So, for this revolution, the leader of our war of independence, Dr. Ayabacho, now the man where he don't face the biggest problems for this Ambazonia war of independence. He don't face all kind problem where they don't throw him for ye. They try to do all kind thing for this man. So for each phase, it did develop the solutions, the strategies, and the action plan where they go move the Ambazonian people then forward by solving those challenges. In the past, we don't face the number one problem with the ADF and the AGOFC they face them. It actually become their greatest benefit. Now because they take all their attention, they put them for ground zero in terms of for use all the money where they raise them, whether they raise them within AGOFC, whether they raise them within ADF, for take all that money, focus them for develop the self-defense structure for ground, for provide the guns and the bullet them for ground. While the other people them, they be focused now for build television, now for do some other kind of thing them, so that they feel communicate. At the end of the day, it become being a problem for AGOFC because while AGOFC they do a lot of the big work for down, it build the most powerful defense structure for ground. Other people they claim glory for those things because they get a big microphone if they talk. Now where the ADF don't be, it turn out for be the strongest thing for ground zero. The television not really help people them that much. It not really help them to become effective diplomatically. It not really help them make a build structure. All right. The only two most organizations they get that now only television. Now you know say for war, television no go win war for people them, but it help for communication. The war go for fight now strategy versus strategy. Now the action plans and when you put them for ground, right? Television the only help now for communicate information and for inform people them, right? So the AGOFC in the past few months, while it make all kinds of diplomatic progress and it make the progress for self-defense, for the liberation for homeland, for charge the front for ground, they also discover and say the time don't come for the ADF for also get your own television. Yes, ADF they get your own television for the Amazonian people then. Just like the ADF, it be the biggest force for ground zero for liberate the Amazonian people then for ground, for lead the self-defense strategy for ground. The ADF now it talks say the time don't come for also for build an ADF Liberation TV, a TV where it goal na for be na for inspire the Amazonian people them. So make una be ready for say the confusion we there for ground zero, because people they get plenty big loud microphone they fit just communicate for ground zero and cause confusion and then cause all kinds of miscommunication and mixed messaging. Now the leader Dr. Ebawan also solved that problem for the Amazonian people them by helping Amazonian people them through the ADF forget their own television. So I want can tell when I say with confidence and with certainty, these challenges we don't face them, especially for Bamenda over the last maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. This problem, we as a people, through effective leadership, we go overcome this problem, we go make progress, we go solve the difficulties, we go create the change for make our people them they be more united, for make our people them they get better inspiration, education, empowerment, and hope, instead of intoxication, instead of the poisoning of their mind, instead of for make them make feel weak, instead of for them make feel say this will be divided. We not be a divided people. We only get a jam provocateurs where the public they use them for make our people forgive the perception of confusion and infighting and division within the Amazonian War of Independence. So with the leader now, he wants to solve this problem by creating an ADF TV. When a TV they come very soon, when I don't request them for a long time, when I don't ask for it for a long time, the leadership, they don't say we don't be very powerful for ground zero. We don't take charge for ground zero. While people they don't take charge for ground zero. Now for we for do that one last thing. We go complete the process of effective organization for lead the charge of the liberation of the Amazonian people them. And that one for complete them. Now for add TV. For all our work we do. So now the TV be remain and when a TV it come, we could be in a ADF TV. So just like when I get the finest force with the finest generals and the finest soldiers, now the Amazonian people for ground zero, they go get an ADF TV. We were people, they go to listen, when they watch, when they sit down for morning time or they sit down for afternoon, they go get na inspiration. They go get na thing we go give them hope. They go get na thing we go empower them. They go get na thing we go encourage them. They go get na messages we go comfort them. The goal of leadership na for give hope, na for comfort people, na for provide clarity, na for provide inspiration, na for provide empowerment, na for give people a sense of progress. Now the essence of leadership is especially for a war of liberation. Now for mobilize the people them and give them a sense of unity, togetherness, and strength and purpose. And so when a TV, the ADF TV, it come. With the work where they go on, we believe they say the Amazonian people on the 1st of October, for October 1, they go broadcast them. Now for ADF TV. As our soldier that they march, we will show them. ADF soldier that they march with all our people them for ground zero. We will show them for throughout the world for ADF TV. All right. So I be just talking to make I can't give another good news. Make a share another news because Chinedu, you don't always talk say ADF TV, Liberation TV. Yes, ADF Liberation TV, it come. All right. So make una give all the people them the leadership. Una give them the high five. Una give them the encouragement. And all una don't ask for that TV. Make una be ready. Una TV, it come. Now number 2, make a take una now. So the confusion where it come out for ground zero over the last 1 week, especially the last 2 or 3 days. Now because the mixed messages where they come for ground zero, we don't see say they say plenty people they don't ask and say where they say lockdown and then they talk say no lockdown and then these people they talk say no lockdown go be now for 3 weeks and then lockdown will be for 3 weeks. Look, my fellow Ambazonians, when would it do things? Everything we remember, there is a lot of movement the day for this revolution, the day for Amazonian War of Independence. But we get for do things are based on principles. We get for do things are based on the results we want to achieve for our people. Then. We get for do things and anything we want to do. A good leader, a good organization, it always consider what will be the consequences of this action, of this policy we want to take for. We want to take. If we take this policy, it will cause more pain and suffering for our people then. Or it will lessen their pain and their suffering. A leader must always ask that question. This policy, this announcement, this action one taken, it will cause now more pain and suffering upon a people who already suffer. Or it will reduce their suffering. This policy, action one taken, it will make like the public a key more of our people. Or it go make them, no will give room for the Republic for kill them. This action we want to take on, it go expose our forces them for urban warfare and for the Republic for easily target them. Or it go give our forces the advantage of a population and it go make the Republic vulnerable. Which one? So every time when leadership it want to make this kind of decision where it get profound consequences of the lives, on the lives of the people, it always go through this process of decision evaluation. All right? So, the decision for suspend the motorbike, no motor, it be been a decision for make sure say we lessen the burden and the pain and the suffering of our people. We not fit make decision based on la Republic, their policy. If you lock down a city for 3 weeks, how people they fit chop? How people they fit drink water? How? Now the question that I get for asking. Now who did benefit for this decision? It go benefit na la Republique du Cameroon Army, Police and Gendarme for them for be easily for go house to house. Carry out search. You make the forces vulnerable. That's why we need to take these things lightly. That's why we oppose these things. We need to oppose these things because we hate some person. Because in the reality and the context of our people there, it be uncalled for. It be excessive. While people not really face a military siege for one side, and then they get an imposed lockdown for one side, it be uncalled for. That's why they oppose them. Because when they give you an explanation, now what will be the objective where they tell you say that they call for? Say, oh, now for force like the public make it reverse the ban. A person will tell you so, it tell you say that for force la Republic. That means you don't understand la Republic. They no go la Republic no go ever reverse a decision. Dictators they need to reverse their decision. Any person will think that way, you be very ignorant. You get very little understanding of how a colonial system they operate. Because the goal of the occupier now for induce pain and suffering and subjugation on the people until they give up. So if an organization and a group of people, they want to go take decision now for force La République du Cameroon, then they be very delusional. That's why we get for oppose some of these things. This policy would not be well taught, would never really think things through. This policy they be excessive. The maximum number of days for a lockdown now 1, 2, 3 days max. 3 weeks, we not feel lock our people for 3 weeks. You need to send them checks. No magic, no the way you go to deliver chop and water and medicine for those people. We cannot lock Bamenda for 3 weeks. It be excessive and it must end. It give an advantage to the colonial military. And it give advantage to La République du Cameroon for add more pain and suffering on our people. We must open up Bamenda. While people, they must go about their lives. Mami, they get for open up market. While brothers and sisters, they get for open up shop. People, they get for go about their lives. We not fit put our people, their lives on hold because of a colonial policy. We must challenge the colonial policy. We must defy the colonial policy. We must not obey the colonial policy. Make a leave for that one. Now make a take when I go for that side for solve this problem. That's why the ADF TV be very critical. So that we communicate to Ground Zero on time. And send out a message from AGOVC, the consortium, and IGK. One message. It go Ground Zero for all our people them. The ADF TV, it will be now the solution for end this confusion and this intoxication and for Ground Zero. Now I take when I go for that side for La République du Cameroun. My fellow Ambazonians, La République du Cameroun, yesterday when I listened for the leader of our War of Independence, Dr. Ibacho, we can make a very short statement for encourage our people them for Ground Zero and especially what put them for Bamenda. See, La République du Cameroun as a state, poor be no go fit for win the Ambazonian people, number one. And the first thing that I need for know, now say La République, enough to win Ambazonia. Number one, they not fit govern Ambazonia. Number two, they not fit win the war. They not fit win the war. They not fit win the war for the Ambazonian people them. Now, the first thing, they not fit ever govern Ambazonia again. La République du Cameroun don't lost all power and control for Ground Zero. That one don't end. Number two, they not fit win the war because na guerrilla warfare. Even if, as we don't talk, they deploy army, they go carry na the one for all kind side, they bring them for Ground Zero. The Ambazonian people go still defeat La République du Cameroun. Nagitibo tell Pobia this one. It tell you say from the American experience, you not fit win this kind of war. When a war will be caused, be led by the people. Now a guerrilla warfare, you not fit win them. They talk say we don't try for Vietnam, we fail. We try and for Afghanistan, we fail. We try and for Iraq, we fail. We try and for how they call them? We try and for Libya, we fail. Yes. Now that they try for Syria, they don't fail. So, Tibo, a tell you not feel win this kind of war. The Ambazonian people, the strategy for a war of independence, we mean say we will take power from La République du Cameroun, we make them not feel control Ground Zero again, but it will cause more problem for La République du Cameroun with them as a state they no go exist. Now, I can't tell you something. The people for La République du Cameroun, because of Ambazonia inspiration. Look, Ambazonian people will get for give ourselves credit for how we don't change Africa. We get for give ourselves credit for what we don't do and for the continent of Africa and all across the world. What happened for Mali now because of Ambazonia inspiration. They get the inspiration now from the Ambazonian people. So the effect, they resist the Ambazonian resistance, were war of independence, the way we conduct them, the strategy we use them, it changed the way revolution will be conducted now across the globe. So we now don't be the generation where it changed the world. It's small people. So when it comes for La République du Cameroun, number one, we don't already defeat them inside Ambazonia. Number two, they don't fit govern Ambazonia anymore. They don't lost all political control and legitimacy, right? Good. Now, the biggest thing will happen now the problem inside La République du Cameroon itself. As Dr. Ayababi designed this strategy, a goal now for make sure say it cause more problem and for inspire the indigenous people for La République du Cameroon, for the different tribes, the different blocks, make them start to rise up, because we go dry all the money for the country, where they go take all the money for keep the country running. They go take that money, put them for war. Their people go start for suffer to a point where their people go start for rise up. As I tell you now, internal pressure, it be 10 times more powerful than any external pressure. That's what I be telling you 2 days ago. I can give you a report today. Dr. Ayababi's strategy don't work so much so that the people inside La République du Cameroon, inside Sangmelima, I think they call them fine. Inside Sangmelima, I think say correct. For Paul Biya, a place where he come out. We don't get intelligence. We get photos and we get videos. There be more than 500 people picking them. Where they inside bush for Sangmelima. Mami, papa them, boys and girls. Where they train for start the war inside Paul Biya in own town. Videos they don't come out. Where ADF don't classify those videos. We not fit plan for una for leak the locations of those things, but we'll get for tell una. Training camp day inside Sangmelima. The people they train for start the war for bring Paul Biya down. Inside Douala, that boy them for Douala, big training camp day. They get more than 2,000 boys inside Douala where they did for bush. We get the videos, we get the pictures. Where they day inside bush, they don't start train. And they ask advice now for who them. They don't call the ask advice. Inside Douala, more than 2,000 La République citizens. The people of Douala, more than 2,000 of them, they did now for training camps. For train how for start the war inside Douala for bring Paul Biya down. Then for that side for Bamenda, they got 2 camps, 2 training camps they did inside Bafoussam. Sorry for Bafoussam. With that boy then too, they don't start. Why? Because Ambazonia, it don't help them make them to they remove the fear where they beget them about Paul Biya. Ambazonia don't help them make them remove the fear where they beget them about their bees. They see what our boys they use it with their bare hands. They chop that beat them. They jam beat them. They jam police, jam army. It don't give them courage. It don't empower them. They realize and say, why they get for shit on so for a very shithole country, for a poor country, and they fit do something for take control of their lives and get the kind of freedom where they want them and get a society where people progressive. Not be only a society where not only police, gendarme, and army they get power. A citizen, you not get voice, you not get power. Your vote not count. Your life no matter. Poverty day everywhere. Unemployment day everywhere. Hopelessness day everywhere. Place left and right no day for those people them. Their eye to run the open. My people, the country where we say and say La République du Cameroun, very soon you know will exist again. The country where we call and say La République du Cameroun, the strategy where Dr. Ayababi design them, it tell the Ambazonian people say it go chakara Cameroon. It come. It come. The worst mistake where Paul Biya make them. And they go regret them for the rest of their life. Now for declare war for the Ambazonian people. Then. That act, that decision for declare war on the Ambazonian people, then it go be at the end of Cameroon. And it go give birth, as it don't give birth, to the rise of the biggest, of the brightest, prosperous nation for Africa, in Ambazonia. Cameroon forever, it go finish. This September, when I go see what is going to start happen for Cameroon. It come up. It already start. When I leave them, at time you don't draw line for sun, come to don't draw line for one side. When I watch the comedy, when I watch the drama, for we as Ambazonians. Now the strategy that it go weaken La République du Cameroon. They go pull out a lot of their forces. Like now, they already start pull out a lot of their forces for the Atlantic states. For send those troops for Douala, may they go protect Douala, for intimidate the population, may they not come off outside. Now good news for all we. But all be being a part of the strategy for designer. Now, at the time this way, all we get for focus more, for strengthen ground zero, bring our forces them, make the staff for collaborate, and make the Ambazonians they get for prepare for the takeover. At any time, Cameroon fit crack. At any moment, when I feel who call morning time, Cameroon don't crack. Leaders they get for prepare, organizations they get for prepare. General Efang, Lieutenant General Popo, with the leadership of ADF, they get for prepare ground zero for any emergency, for any time we La République crack. All the forces for ground zero, they get for start for speak with one voice, they get for start for collaborate, so that we feed the coordinate and prepare. Should in case La République crack sooner than later. That's why we call on all the forces. Make them reach out to the office of the Deputy Defense Chief, Capo Daniel. Make them reach out for the office. Make them get into the work for build cohesion for ground zero. For build collaboration for ground zero. For we for start for create synergy. For we for start for map out that strategy where the leader already there out for effective takeover. At any time La République fit crack. Once that gone, they start for Hala for Sangmelima, for Douala, for Bafoussam. The game don't be over for La République du Cameroun. And it will be now the safest and the best time for take over Ambazonia. And then the international community it will come help we for install a transitional authority. Alright? Now the message this, we not be very hopeful. We not keep una eye for Ambazonia. Why we not use una koni eye? We not look for what it happen for La République du Cameroun. It be critical for una use una koni eye. All our eye, all our energy, it get for being for ground zero. We get for put more bullets, more weapons, more guns for ground zero, for prepare the forces for the takeover. All the forces. Any force where stand now for the independence and liberation of Ambazonia. The time for collaboration don't come. The time for work together don't come. When La République crack, the leader will come announce and call on the people for an insurrection, for take over the key infrastructure, the key building them, because La République it go move 80% of all their military. All. The one way they remain, we go catch all them, disarm them, take all their weapons. Take all them. We tie them for rope. Like slaves. Then the Ambazonia people will decide what to do those ones. Now the message that we come for can't give for now. I want to make una let una know say they say this Saturday way they come. Una prepare ourselves. The leader get a very important message and a strategy we want to roll them out for the Atlantic states. The leader get a very important message for roll them out for the Atlantic states. So on Saturday, the leader will go invite all man for the big town hall for the takeover of the Atlantic states. All right. So when I get for can hear that message, but make all man prepare your $10, prepare your $20, prepare your $30, because we get for change the game for the Atlantic states. And Saturday it will be na the day where the leader go start the work for Atlantic state. It go on already. The commander them for that for Atlantic state that they work very hard. But now make all we come together, make we change the game for the Atlantic states as we keep our corny eye for across the Mongo. All right. Now the message that for that, what be talking about I can't deliver for Obuna. When I stay hopeful, when I stay focused, when I continue for belief, when I continue for support, and all what mami them, all our sister them, all our prayer warriors them. Una continue for pray for our generals them. Una continue for pray for our forces them. Una continue for pray for our people them, especially our people them for the city of Bamenda. We send una love, we send una our prayers, our thoughts, the day we una, our minds and our heart, we love all, the day we una, especially our people them for the great city of Bamenda, our prisoners, our refugees them, our people they for bush, for all una. And above all, we cut cafe for all our forces them, where they defend the land and protect our people them and protect our communities. May God bless all una and get a great day. I love una plenty.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooster by rooster. If you know them, we go die. Now only you, yeah. They are fighting. They are scrambling for that freedom in land. Angry man, them say they no one hear them, cause you know we do the way them did it. I see you blow, blow top the innocent world. Yes, so come and save us. If we not there, we go die, yo. Cause cow way no get it tail. Now God the drag, he fly, yo. Yes, so come and save us.